What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy Big Will. We're back with another episode of Life After Prison TV. With this video, this is breaking news. It just happened yesterday, the 22nd actually, 2 days ago, early in the morning. A young woman was riding the F train in New York when the subject seen here decided to sit down and light her on fire while she slept. Let's listen.
Behind bars after police say he was seen lighting a sleeping woman on fire and killing her. This happened on a New York City subway. The NYPD says that man, Sebastian Zapita, is charged with first and second degree murder. This after he approached that woman sleeping on the F train Sunday morning, lit her on fire, and then watched her burn to death. Then he fled. Authorities say Zapita is from Guatemala and illegally entered the U.S. back in 2018.
He didn't actually fled. He left the scene when the police told him. The police walked up, they saw him on fire, they have him on body-worn cameras, and he told him to leave. They eventually put the woman out during an investigation. They have cameras in every subway car now. So they broadcast to the public they needed help with identifying the suspect. There happened to be 3 high school age children who were on another train and spotted him. They called the police. The police apprehended him. He's illegally in the country. He was illegally in the country in 2018, and they deported him. And he came back in. How? Well, you know the Democrats' view on open borders. Let whoever and whatever into our country to run rampant and commit crimes like this. It's an ongoing problem that we have with the illegal immigrants coming into this country and unaliving people, finding women and children and essaying them, raping them at their own will. There's been several incidents of illegals. Seems to be a lot of the Guatemalans too. The Hondurians, the 3 Hondurians that took the girl, I believe, in California, young girl, and raped her and then unalived her. There's just countless cases where these illegal immigrants are in our country and they're unaliving people. And what do we want to do? We want to send them out. If they're in this country and they're committing crimes and they come in illegally, put them in jail. Instead of overcrowding our prisons with our own citizens who commit petty crimes, driving crimes, even drug dealing crimes, they're giving people extended sentences. And the war on drugs, it goes deeper than just, someone selling drugs to somebody. People always say a drug dealer, he's scum, right? A drug dealer don't push it on people. They don't call people and say, hey, I got drugs, come get it. No, people call a drug dealer and say, I need your drugs. They need them. It's a psychological sickness that people have. And once their body becomes addicted to it, it's like a medical necessity that they need it. If they don't get it, they go into sickness and withdrawals, and the drugs take over people's bodies. And of course, if the government gets a hold of drugs like they're doing with marijuana even now, the prices are astronomical. But the war on drugs is a whole nother issue. But let's listen to this man, what he did.
2018. He was deported, but re-entered the country.
I want you to know that this apprehension was another in what has become a series of joint efforts involving different crimes between the police and the public we serve.
There is no room in civilized society for people like him to be walking around.
That incident coming during the city's increased focus on ensuring riders' safety on subways during the holidays.
New York has added more police. They've added cameras in all the subways. They put National Guards down in their subways. But they just had a stabbing 3 days ago, where a robbery had gone bad and someone was stabbed to death. They had a shooting 3 days ago on another subway, and they're looking for that suspect. Them victims survived. But these subways are breeding ground for crimes. And I know the manpower and the money that it would cost the state to run these programs. But it seems that they need a cop patrolling these subways to walk up and down. You hear about it every day, people getting robbed. And just because there's cameras, that's not going to stop crime. It's just going to make it easier to catch the victims in some cases. But even the cameras are not going to always help to catch people. You need the citizens, you need the public's help in apprehending these subjects. But they still haven't identified this young lady. Rest in peace to her. That's a horrible, tragic way to die. And we can only sit and wonder what this person's motive was to walk up to a sleeping victim who was probably on her way to work or home from her friends. Who knows where she was going. Minding her business, sleeping by herself. And be set on fire. Unimaginable. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine being set on fire. And I was in a fire. I found the fire in my cellar of my house. It was an apartment building I lived in 20 years ago. I found the fire in the cellar. It started in the dryer in the cellar. And the heat from the flames and the smoke. People don't realize that the heat involved in smoke. But the fire burned 40% of my lungs, where I have breathing problems to this day because of it. To be set on fire. I was never scared of fire until I was in one. Oh, unimaginable. Rest in peace to this woman. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about New York? This is getting crazy and crazy. The times we live in, our country is spiraling into a world of shit. It's going right down the tubes, and it's not just our country. Again, it's this world. Today's times. Let me know what you all think. Your boy Big Will. Hit that like and subscribe button, and see you all on the next one. Peace.